Happy Wednesday day. Are you doing on this hump day? I'm a little tired. I am definitely feeling things a bit, which is part of the reason for today's topic, which is our ebbs and flows. Definitely goes with reference to tides. We know tides, they ebb in, they flow back out, they go back and forth. Sometimes you got high tide or very high tide. Sometimes you got low tide or super low tide, and all kind of varies. And it can definitely reference to our health as well. And it kind of came up this week because um, had a number of different things going on and just kind of accumulated a little bit last night. Not necessarily in a bad way. It just kind of got to me. I got a, and maybe you can relate because you got your ups, you got your ebbs and flows of your day and your week and your life overall. Like I mentioned, was supposed to have done a motorcycle. My motorcycles had the spoiler cable broke. I got one there. I figured out how I need to cut it. Figured that out yesterday. Said, okay, cutting it. Okay, I got to figure out how to do it. But trying to get it in is a different story. There seems to be a little, when I got to feed it up through the bottom, there's a hole that I have to go through, and it seems like it keeps hitting. I'm not for sure how I got to do it. Even want to talk to one of the mechanics, and he's not for sure how he would do it. So I'm kind of stuck with that. Although I did get the universal part I can attach to my cell phone case now, which means I can attach to the handlebar, which I have. Yeah, I'm doing good this morning. It's a mount on there, so at least I can use an app and check what my speed are because I'm only stuck through town. I haven't done the freeways with the motorcycle because I want to be safety out there. So a little ebbs and flows with that, a little highs and lows. Like, okay, I got a problem here. Can I get a solution for it? I got the possible solution, and now its solution is not quite working, so I got to figure that out. Definitely a bit frustrating. And yeah, the bike and motorcycle I have is a 2000, but some of the parts now are obsolete. I was like, okay, really? So challenge with that. On a different side, this starting from July 26th to about August 12th is what's referred to as the Lions Gate. The Lions Gate excuse me. The Lions Gate refers to a celestial event that occurs annually around July 26th and reaches its peak on August 8th, 8, 8, and then goes to about the 12th. It's characterized by the rising of Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, above the eastern horizon just before sunrise. The event holds significant spiritual and energetic symbolisms. There's a variety of things that kind of take place with that, manifesting healing or something. There's significance around that there. I've actually been in an event has done energetic work. There was 3 days of it. Yesterday was the third day, and I was going on the go. So I listened to the last video last night, about 10 something to 11 something. And I might not have been a good idea to do because I had a hell of a time getting to sleep last night. I was in bed, getting up 2 o'clock. I'm still not up yet or not to bed, sleep. It was long night. Energies were going there. Different energy. I know I started a new workout program, and my Wave Watch, I got to send it in for repairs right now. So I am missing my Wave Watch. It's I'm sore, which I haven't experienced soreness in a while, especially since I've been using that. So I don't have that to help me out. I got to send it for repairs. So waking up tired this morning. Your soreness is usually worse 2 days later. Worked out Monday. I'm feeling it today. I got another training session here shortly. I got to see how I'm going to do on that one there. I may have to buckle down some things a little bit or cut some things out, just depending on how I feel. But kind of just, but at least last night there was Cycle Gear had their bike nights. I was able to go out there, met some people I had talked to previous cycle night or bike night. Got to meet some new people, got some connections. Got a guy I might be going riding with about this weekend or coming up. So got some connections. It's a little high kind of flow there, but just kind of realizing this is what's happened for me just this week. We all have our ebbs and flows. We got the highs, we kind of got the lows there a little bit. It just depends on how you choose to deal with it. And right now, it's kind of like just riding it. I just kind of let things go. I've got to the point to where not too much gets me worked up anymore, and I just kind of ride with it. And so right now, it's like, yeah, spin armor, the motorcycle is an issue. I'm a little frustrated with it. I got some ideas ago. I got someone I can message, the company that made the cable. I can message them as the suggestion. There's an option there. Workouts, muscles kind of recover, but I got another tough one today. So I either got to, just depends on how I choose. I choose smart so I don't overdo it and make itself worse than what it was. I got to figure that one out. I can be able, take the time to send off the wave watch. I get repaired and get back to using that, which I want, which, by the way, they would just went from 850 to now 1,000 frequencies. So they bumped them up at 150. And I got the new card to put in there, but I can't do that just yet. I got the new, but on the other turn, I got the connection for the motorcycle, so I can at least use my phone on the bike. I got connection with some new people. So it's the ebbs and flows. Do you let one bother you from the other? And yeah, I've been through extreme situations. I've lost people in my lives. I've had accidents. I've gone through cancer. But it's learned, to me, it's been a learning process to realize just go with the flow. Kind of ride it. Sometimes you got to deal with some tough situations. You just handle it the best you can and try not to, well, I get the point to realize for me personally, I kind of believe everything happens for a reason. Doesn't mean I always understand what that reason is, but I choose to believe that, and it makes things a little easier. And as I've gone through working on balancing the triad of body, mind, spirit, working those three elements, that's what got me through suicidal thoughts, what helped me deal with cancer rather easily, made it treat like no big deal. That's what's allowed me to go through and not have things be too much of a big deal. I realize I tend to take things in stride for the most part. Every once in a while I get tripped up, but I can get back on course very easily. But overall, how is it that you've handled your ebbs and flows? There can be the tragedy of losing a child or a parent. You can have major accidents, loss of a limb, job loss. How is it you've chosen to handle those? Has it been one way in the past and you look back and you go, yeah, I could have handled that a little better. So where are you at now? So what are the ways that you've handled your ebbs and flows? Just kind of let me know that in the comments. Continue this conversation. I'm just kind of curious. Everybody handles things differently. I've got some perspective of what I've gone through and how I've chosen to handle them. And it's taken some learning. But learning the balancing the triad of body, mind, spirit, to me, has been all the difference in the world. And I keep an open mind. Like I said, I just went through this event with 3 different people, 3 different trainings, which has been incredible. I'm looking forward to going through them. I got the replays, want to go through them again, and everything's still integrated. So I'm curious about how that's going to come through. But anyways, that's what I got for you. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. And if you want some help to get you started, maybe help you with your ebbs and flows, there's a link in the comments to the Facebook group. Get on there and see what happens for you. Anyways, have yourself a great rest of today, and I will catch you on Friday. So take care and balancing to you.